Hey there, I'm Jessica Lawson, a certified nutrition coach and bariatric specialist. And if you're struggling with weight gain after bariatric surgery, this video is going to give you some immediate action steps that you can start taking today. Before we dive in, take a second to hit that subscribe button and like this video so that you don't miss any of my bariatric success strategies. Now, let's talk about what to do when the scale starts climbing after bariatric surgery, because I know just how terrifying that moment can be. And there's nothing more devastating than seeing the scale creep up after bariatric surgery. You physically amputated your stomach to lose weight. That moment when you realize the weight's coming back can trigger panic and shame and a crushing fear that you're end up right back where you started. And I know this feeling intimately, not just from my own clients, but from my own experience. And after losing 140 pounds with gastric sleeve surgery, I regained 15 pounds in just 30 days when my father passed away. And I was terrified that all my hard work was unraveling right before my eyes. But here's what I want you to know. Regain is not inevitable. It's not a sign that your surgery failed or that you're doing something wrong. And most importantly, you can stop it starting today. In this video, I'm sharing the exact emergency protocol that I use with my clients to halt regain immediately and get back on track no matter how long it's been since your surgery. Before I share these strategies, let me explain why they even work. In my previous videos, I revealed that 76% of bariatric patients regain significant weight within 5 years, and the 3 hidden causes that your doctor never told you about. These emergency strategies directly address those hidden causes while giving you immediate results that you can see and feel. They're based on my 4-step method that's helped over 120 bariatric women stop regaining its tracks and maintain their results for life. And these aren't just theories, they're proven techniques from my Regain Reset, effortless nutrition system, food freedom method, and sustainable success plan that I use with real clients every day. And the best part is that you can start implementing them immediately, even if you've already regained 10, 20, or even more pounds. The first emergency strategy is what I call the pattern interrupt. And it's the most important step to take when you notice regain. When the scale starts climbing, most people panic and immediately resort to extreme measures, severely restricting calories, cutting out entire food groups, or punishing themselves with excessive exercise. But this knee-jerk reaction actually triggers the metabolic adaptation trap that I talked about in my last video, making regain worse, not better. And instead, I want you to implement a strategic pattern interrupt that breaks the cycle without triggering a metabolic adaptation. So first, commit to a 7-day structured eating plan using my 5-meal framework. Breakfast within 1 hour of waking, a mid-morning protein meal, lunch focused on protein and fiber, a mid-afternoon meal, and dinner with proper macronutrient balance. This structure eliminates grazing, one of the biggest causes of regain, while ensuring your metabolism gets the consistent fuel that it needs. Second, implement the protein first principle at every meal. Always eat your protein before anything else, aiming for 20 to 30 grams per meal. This isn't just about hitting your daily protein target, it's about optimizing the hormonal response from every meal. My client was already regaining when she came to me, and by simply implementing this pattern interrupt for 7 days, she lost 3 pounds immediately and broke the regain cycle. And most importantly, she reported feeling back into control for the first time in months. The pattern interrupt works because it addresses both the physical and psychological aspects of regain. Physically, it resets your hunger hormones and stabilizes your blood sugar, and psychologically, it restores your sense of control and confidence. And remember, this is not about restriction or punishment. It's about creating structure that works with your post-surgical body instead of against it. The second emergency strategy is the environmental reset. It's crucial for stopping regain because your environment drives your behavior far more than willpower ever could. When you're experiencing regain, there's a good chance your environment has gradually shifted to support old habits rather than new ones. This isn't your fault. It happens naturally over time as we get comfortable after surgery. Here's how to implement the environment reset. First, conduct a complete kitchen clean out. Remove or relocate any foods that trigger grazing, emotional eating, or mindless consumption. This doesn't mean throwing everything away. It means strategically organizing your kitchen to support your goals. Store trigger foods in opaque containers at the back of high shelves or cabinets, making them less visible and accessible, and keep protein-rich, bariatric-friendly foods at eye level in clear containers for easy access. Second, implement the 24-hour rule for high-risk foods. Instead of keeping them in your home, decide that you can have them anytime you want, but you have to wait 24 hours and go out specifically to get them. This simple barrier eliminates impulsive eating and preserves your sense of food freedom. Third, create prep stations that make healthy choices the path of least resistance. Set up a protein shake station, a grab-and snack drawer in your fridge, and pre-portioned meals that require minimal effort. My client was 6 years post-op and struggling with regain when she implemented the environment reset reset. The results were immediate. Her grazing stopped almost completely because the environmental cues that triggered it were gone. Within 2 weeks, the scale is moving in the right direction again. And this strategy works because it removes the constant decision fatigue that leads to regain. And when your environment makes healthy choices automatic, you don't have to rely on willpower, which always fails eventually. The third emergency strategy is the emotional eating circuit breaker, and it's essential for addressing what I believe is the number one cause of regain: emotional eating. When you notice the scale climbing, it is critical to address the emotional patterns driving your eating, not just the physical aspects. And here's how to implement this. First, use my stop framework the moment you feel an urge to eat emotionally. Stop and take a breath. Tune into what you're feeling. Look at options beyond food and pick a response that serves you. This creates crucial space between your emotional triggers and your eating response. Space that allows you to make conscious choices rather than reactive ones. Second, conduct a 3-day emotional eating audit. For just 3 days, write down every time you eat something, noting what you ate, your hunger level, on a scale of 1 to 10, the emotion you were feeling, the situation or trigger. This simple awareness exercise reveals patterns that you might not realize even exist. And most of my clients are shocked to discover that 40 to 60% of their eating has nothing to do with their physical hunger. Third, create your emergency emotional regulation toolkit. 3 to 5 specific activities that you can do in 5 minutes or less that address your most common emotional triggers. And these should be personalized to your specific needs, not generic advice like take a walk that might not be practical in the moment. My client Beth was regaining weight rapidly due to stress eating when she implemented the emotional eating circuit breaker. And within days, she could identify her triggers before they led to eating and use her toolkit to address the emotions directly. And the result was that she lost 4 pounds in the first week simply by eliminating emotional eating episodes. This strategy works because it addresses the brain-stomach disconnect, and surgery changed your stomach, but it did not change the neural pathways that drive emotional eating. The circuit breaker helps you rewire those pathways consciously. The fourth emergency strategy is the rapid results reframe. It's critical for maintaining momentum when you're tackling regain. One of the biggest challenges with regain is that it can destroy your confidence and create a negative spiral when you feel increasingly hopeless. And the rapid results reframe counters this by giving you visible progress quickly while setting you up for some long-term success. Here's how to implement it. First, focus on your progress metrics beyond the scale. When you're experiencing regain, the scale can be a poor measure of your actual progress. Instead, I want you to track your energy levels, your sleep quality, your hunger fullness sensations, emotional eating episodes, non-scale victories like your clothes fitting better. And these metrics often improve much faster than your weight. This gives you the confidence boost that you need to stay consistent. Second, implement the 10-10-10 technique when making food decisions. Before eating something questionable, ask yourself, how will this make me feel in 10 minutes? How will it make me feel in 10 hours? How will this affect my progress in 10 days? This technique extends your decision-making horizon beyond the moment and connects current choices to further outcomes. And then third, create a visible progress tracking system where you can see your consistency building day by day. This could be as simple as a calendar where you mark days you follow your plan, or a visible representation of your non-scale victories. This strategy works because it addresses the psychological aspects of regain that are often overlooked. Weight loss is rarely linear, but these metrics give you tangible evidence that your actions are working, even when the scale hasn't caught up yet. So now you have a complete emergency protocol for when the scale starts climbing: the pattern interrupt to break the cycle and restore structure, the environment reset to remove triggers and make healthy choices automatic, the environment eating circuit breaker to address the root cause of regain, the rapid results reframe to maintain momentum and confidence. I recommend implementing all 4 strategies simultaneously for the fastest results. However, if that feels overwhelming, start with the pattern interrupt and then add others one at a time. These strategies will give you immediate results and stop regain in its tracks. But for lasting change, you need a complete system that addresses all aspects of post-bariatric success. And that's why I've developed my 4-step method that's helped over 120 women lose weight and keep it off permanently. So if you're ready to stop the regain cycle once and for all, I invite you to book a Bariatric Success Connection call with me at the link below. During this call, we're going to map out your exact situation, identify your specific regain patterns, and create a personalized plan using my 4-step method. This isn't just another consultation, it's your opportunity to finally break free from the cycle of regain for good. So book your free Bariatric Success Connection call, click the link in the description below. These 4 emergency strategies will help you stop regain in its tracks But for lasting transformation, you need a complete system designed specifically for your unique situation. And that's why I invite you to book a call with me. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more bariatric success strategies. Turn on notifications so you don't miss my next video. And remember, regain is not inevitable. With the right strategies and support, you can stop it, reverse it, and maintain your results for life. I'll see you in the next one.